I need to talk to the other people who are busy waking up and the ones who are bringing the new earth into being and shifting into the new dimension. Now, you might find that you have little glimpses of the new earth, the heaven on earth. And from my perspective, I am just going to give you some tips because I have been there, slipped through the veil quite a few times and often do it. And there is this very one technique that I do. It's not a guarantee, but it's definitely a path that I'm trying and testing. And every now and again, I am highly successful in slipping into the other dimension and seeing the new earth. But having said that, I don't always just get it right like this. So I feel that regular meditation into the body really helps. If you already know how to get in contact with the sensations in your body, keep doing this. Keep doing this in your meditation so that you know how to go into your feeling body. Now, the way that I often slip through, I want to say slip through the veil, just switch on to tune into the vibration of the other possibility, the other dimension, the new earth. The way I do it is I feel my body, as simple as that. I feel my body, but the simple clarity of feeling the inner body, like really inside the body. Now, we can do this in meditation where you're sitting still and you're meditating into your body and you practice how to bring your awareness onto your skin, onto the inner layers, and then even deeper into the inner body. Now, the shift happens when we do this in life. A very powerful place to shift into the new earth is in nature. So I recommend sitting in nature in meditation. You can first close your eyes, then simply focus on the sensations on your skin. Make it very visceral. Your skin, your hair, what your clothes feel like on your skin, the temperature of the sun on your skin, the wind. Become aware of your hands, your feet, and then become aware of the inner aliveness going right through your body, and then open your eyes and sit there with this inner awareness. Like it's like a buzz that's switched on. I just felt it so strong. So sometimes you will find that when you do tune in very deeply, you start feeling these vibrations. That's why I also did it now, is that you will feel these vibrations starting to tremble through your body. Allow them to happen. Lean into them. Why do I feel like I want to cry when I say this? Because it is so important what we are busy doing. We are busy shifting. We are busy shifting into the new earth. Okay, so do this in nature. Shift your awareness into the sensations in your body. Open your eyes, and without any particular expectation of an outside outcome. So you're not looking at things to expect them to change. But what has changed is your vibration has gone inwards and connected with itself, which is the universal vibration. And you can simply be there and sit there with this inner aliveness. And if you're lucky, you will see your environment change. But if you're yearning for it to change or wanting for it to change, it often doesn't happen. There shouldn't be that craving for something, but simply that inner awareness. Okay, so now that's one way to do it, to shift into the new earth. Other places to do it is when you are in public. I've accidentally done it in a place where I was sitting in a long queue, and it was a very uncomfortable place to be, very ugly. And I just closed my eyes and literally for 5 minutes meditated into the sensations in my body, and just I was running like little pleasure ants inside my skin, and they were running all over my body, all over my face, my back of my head, like a little army of ants just running like woo, 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 inside the body, just turning on all this awareness, awareness, awareness. And I was actually also playing with pleasure. Awareness, awareness, awareness. And then when I opened my eyes, I was like, oh my word, I am in another place. Like I'm still sitting where I was, but everything has changed and everything is like perfect and in perfect order and in perfect peace and in perfect harmony and so beautiful. I just want to cry about it. And it was like I'd been standing on my one foot and then I just stand on the other foot, and I'm just in this other dimension. And I could look at all the people around me and I could see they were still in the other dimension, and I had shifted something within myself, some vibration within myself that had shifted me into this space of the new earth, like heaven on earth. So I want to encourage you to, so simple, that's the weirdest thing. The simplest thing is we are tuning into a vibration inside our bodies where our awareness is not constantly focused on what is happening outside and how can I change that, or looking for something to change within the environment or to happen within the environment, but rather to simply just become present, just become present so that the moment can transpire onto us in all its potential. So I feel the ideal is that we start shifting into these states more and more often. I only do it sometimes. So I'm practicing to do it more. A time when I really shifted big time into the new earth, the new dimension, was when I did the Vipassana meditation. It was a silent retreat, meditating for 11 hours a day with breaks in between. And the meditation, it's a Buddhist meditation where we meditate into the sensations of the body, exactly what we're talking about here. Meditate into the sensations of the body. No expectation, no craving for any outcome. It's like a very humble, just coming home, very childlike, just feeling. And it's like the more we feel into the body, and I feel the trick is to really allow that sensation to go everywhere in the body, like everywhere. So when I was at the Vipassana, all the awareness had been visited constantly for so long that at some point my whole body just filled with light, like light. And it just shifted into this other dimension, which is quite hectic because then the trauma contraction, the suffering sort of ceases to exist. It freaks one out a little bit because your ego doesn't have a place. It's a bit of a freak out. But it's also very blissful. It's a bit much when you just jump into the like massively through the veil. So just tasting the water is much easier for the consciousness because it's a lot for the consciousness to absorb if you suddenly find yourself in heaven. It's quite hectic. Okay, so back to the Vipassana. Experiencing the dimension, which is right here, which is a vibration. Okay, then finally, when I just calmed down, this inner sensation, body awareness, it simply stayed. It stayed as a calm vibration inside the body. And it's the weirdest thing. It's the gateway. It's the gateway into the other dimension. It's almost like when we just when we are in this inner buzz, it's like a sense opens, a sense of the wonderment, the peace, the tranquility, the magnificence. And, you know, the funny thing is, we often feel like, oh no, I can't become enlightened because I'm not good enough yet. Please, people, like, forgive yourself now. Get over yourself. Like, you're not that bad, you're not like important in like a bad way. Like, let go of all that trauma that's not so important. Just accept that, hey, every single one of us has been born into this world with the capacity to become enlightened. And even if we just bounce into those pinpricks of light every now and again, grand. And I feel all of us have these moments in our lives when we know we were feeling those pinpricks of life. Life, light. For some it's more, and for some it's less. And we can lean into that light. We can lean into that light whenever we felt it. Often when you were creative, when you were in nature, when you were in love, those tranquil spaces. And yeah, so this whole video is about saying, guys, it's actually up to us to bring the new earth, the heaven on earth, into being. This is what the Buddha was on about. This is what Jesus was on about. It's like, you're not alone and just cast out. You are part of the creation. We are part of the creation. We find ourselves in trauma, and how much through ourselves can we bring healing to ourselves and to this planet. So now, it feels like I'm preaching, but sometimes I can hardly believe that this simple path of the body could possibly be the path back to us knowing that we are God. We are God. We are the sons and daughters of God. We are the incarnation of the God energy, the creator energy. And how can we take charge of what we are creating? Oh my word, I'm practicing. I'm practicing to change my thoughts. I'm practicing to change how I feel. I'm practicing to bring more appreciation and love into this life that I have been given. And for some bizarre reason, the more I tune into my body, the more I become in alignment with this knowledge and light which flows in all of us. Okay, that's all I'm going to say for now, because I feel I can carry on forever.